Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Anuj Pachhel and in this video I'll be taking you through a day in my life where I'll be posted during the admission day in my surgery unit. And it's going to be super fun because it is a 12-hour shift. It all starts at 7:30 in the morning. Hello everyone, good morning. And today is our admission day on a Monday where we admit a lot of patients and we look after them throughout this entire week. Nagpur is really cloudy and it's also a lot windy as you can see. So it's a really great day to be shooting out here. I'm going to be showing you exactly what we do as interns and how we take care of the patients and everything. So it's going to be really fun and it's obviously a very good day to shoot because of such a good mawsam over here. It was traditionally supposed to be like a 24-hour duty, but since we are like 4 interns posted over here, it's going to be like a 12-hour duties. We are going to be doing the morning and somebody is going to be doing the night. So our admission day is when your unit admits the patient and treats them throughout the week, and on Saturdays usually we discharge the patients who have done with everything and keep the patients who are still required for the treatment. So there are going to be a lot of interesting cases that we see today, so if anything like that comes up, I'll be definitely sharing that with you. Of course, patient care is the #1 priority, and of course no privacy and everything was breached during the making of this video, so you don't have to worry about that. After getting ready and having my breakfast at around 8, I get to the college at 8:15. After reaching the campus, the first thing that I noticed was it was so lush green because of the rains that poured in Nagpur city. So it rained yesterday and the campus looks so increased in contrast. And soon I call up my resident to ask, ma'am, where do I have to come? She told me to go to the ward and work there till 2 p.m. So that was my goal and I made my way to ward number 11, which is our surgery ward, which is where I have been working for the past 1 month. So one of our sisters just retired, so this is the decoration they did for her. So if you ask me what is the job of interns, I would say is to assist the junior residents which are present over there and learn by observing different things which are happening in the ward. We go there, we are usually handed a list of tasks which we have to do and we have to take care of these tasks before the day ends. One of the most important things is sampling, which we do. We draw out the bloods like Dracula, give it for processing for different tests. Along with that, we put in the intracats, which from where usually the saline or different drugs are going to go to the patient. Apart from that, doing blood transfusions, looking after the patient, wound care, dressing, sutures, suture removal, all of that. The ward is a place where you are actually admitted, so it's not usually that happening. The most happening things, the most action wali things are going down below in the casualty and in the OPD. One of the interns is posted in the OPD where is helping the residents downstairs. Gloves priority #1 because you can get a sterile needle prick anytime or even an infected needle prick. So always wear. Very wide bore. So one of the incidences which happened to me recently was something called as a sterile needle prick, in which the needle actually goes and hits you instead of hitting the patient. It was called sterile because it was just out of the packet. It had not gone into any other person's blood, and so it was sterile. So it was pretty much safe. कुछ भी नहीं हुआ मुझे यहाँ पे हुआ था. So from that point onwards, one thing which I learned lesson was that to be very extremely careful when you are around needles because healthcare workers suffer a lot of these things. God forbid if it was not a sterile prick, it was maybe infected with some sort of pathogen, hepatitis B or hepatitis C or even HIV. It would have been a very difficult situation to handle. So to all the interns who are posted over there, just please take care of yourself first and then go ahead and take care of the patients because तुम नहीं हो तो patients नहीं होगे. After taking a few samples and putting a few intracats, I noticed that my juniors were there in the ward who were taking the case of a patient just like we used to do in final year and third year. So let me just share with you how you can make your clinical postings efficient if you're a third or final year MBBS student. First of all, read up on the case before you're actually going to take the case. So it was a case of obstructive jaundice. They had read up everything, so they knew the causes, the unconjugated, conjugated hyperbilirubinemia and differences on all of that. Second, use good books, clinical books like S. Das or Makhan Lal Shah for surgery. Use for medicine, use Bulur or Kundu. And similarly for different subjects, you'll have different books. You can ask your senior directly or use the link in the description to find out the final year books that you can use. Thirdly, take the active opportunity to present a case because unless and until you don't present a case, you won't have the habit to present a case and directly you will end up in the exam and तुम्हें बोलना नहीं आएगा ढंग से. So make all the mistakes beforehand itself during the clinical postings. So in the exams तुम्हें उतना problem नहीं होगा. And lastly, most importantly, ask a lot of questions. I see a lot of students just hold back thinking that maybe मैं questions नहीं पूछूंगा because it will make me look stupid. Don't worry, you are stupid. You are just a third year or fourth year student. I'm just an intern. I'm very stupid. I'm probably the most stupidest person in the entire hospital. So ask questions because you are very junior. You don't know a lot of stuff, and by asking questions, you will learn so many new things. But if you just think that we know everything, I know everything, you're never going to learn in the first place. So ask questions, make mistakes, and what you can also do is use Marrow lectures. They have got a separate clinical case discussion video, especially during surgery. After every particular topic is done, sir has given and discussed a good clinical case, an exactly how you have to present it during your OPD or during your ward rounds. In Marrow, while you're in the clinical posting, you can also go through the pearls, which are one of the most high yield things which are present in the app. Also, the pearls are very frequently asked in your vivas. The best example would be the TNM classification of different cancers, which are very, very frequently asked in examination, but a lot of students don't remember it. So at the time, just take out your phone, just open Marrow app, open the pearls, and go through the TNM classification of different cancers. So this is how you can make your clinical postings way more efficient than rather than just going there, बस खड़े रहो और कोई एक दूसरा बंदा केस ले रहा है, तुम बस देख रहे हो. So don't do that. Even if you don't have people who are really interested in teaching you, find somebody, find a junior resident, or even find a SR, and they will probably teach you. Hold up, this is a friendly reminder that please hit the subscribe button. I'm an intern, and making videos like this just take up a lot of time, effort and energy. So subscribing in just 2 seconds would just make my entire day so much better. So please kindly help this intern out. Anyway, soon after that was done, I was asked to run a few CBC reports and attach it to the file of the patients, and I did that. And one thing which kind of all interns do is that they just take the report and they just staple it to the file and just let it go. So what I've been actively trying to do is read the reports, understand what is going wrong with the patient, get the idea of the disease, rather than just being a person who is just going and taking the report and stapling it over here. Another awesome thing which I'm doing along with my internship is that whenever I'm going to the patient to take the sample or ask how are you doing or doing the blood transfusion or whatever, I make sure that I sit down there and I ask the patient कि तुम्हें क्या हुआ है, तुम्हारी तबीयत कैसी लग रही है, and tell me the natural history of your disease, so that I stay in touch with my final year basics about how to take a history, how to present a case, and also understand about the basic disease. Because in our ward there are so many awesome cases which are admitted, right from the basics ones like hydrocele hernia all the way to necrotizing fasciitis and so many different more. So that if you just focus on taking the sample and that, you will never learn anything. So that is one of the ways which I've been making my internship productive in itself, that whenever I'm in the wards, I'm actually trying to learn something new rather than just doing the work of an intern. We usually don't have that much time to attend the entirety of the round, which goes into like 4 or 5 different wards. But whenever we do have the time, it's awesome to attend the rounds as well. Right after all of that was done, so roughly around 12, and the OPD had calmed down a little bit, the admissions were calmed down a little bit. So we had some time to ourselves, met a few of my friends and had something at the canteen. तो बहुत sharp था. पानी लेना या कौस्तुभ? पानी लूँ छोटा वाला? हाँ ले लेते.
मुझे एक सैंपल लेना था.
सैंपल लेना सीख गई आज. इसने सेंटर लाइन लिया. तूने सेंटर लाइन किया? नहीं, मतलब सैंपल लिया. ये क्या बात हुई अब यार?
मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है.
After that, I went ahead and checked the vitals of the few patients who were complaining of breathlessness and all of that. So as an intern, it's our job to look at the patients as well who are admitted in the ward. I'll tell you, like, internship is a really fun thing. You just have to take it positively. You have to take it like PSM. PSM कई लोग बोलते हैं कि अच्छा subject नहीं है. I personally like it. PSM is a good subject is all what I always say. And yes, sometimes internship is hard, but it is like a learning experience which you can never ever get anywhere else. So yes, I really am enjoying my internship, but one thing which is really lacking from my entire schedule is studies. So I'll be really honest with you, I really haven't studied that much in the last 1 month because I've been constantly posted in the very heavy duty. Last time I think I made an internship vlog was when I was posted in a trauma care center. After that I was in the medicine ICU, the SARI unit. Then I was shifted here finally to surgery. So all of these are super heavy duties, like in the morning. Don't even know कि 2 कैसे बज जाते थे because so much work was to be done every day. Right. So what I'm going to be doing to compensate is that right from the 6th of July, I'll be taking a break of 4 weeks. And in that 4 weeks, I'm probably going to be completing a lot of different subjects, giving a ton of grand tests and just studying like 12 to 16 hours. And out of these 4 weeks, I'm going to take 4 days off and go to some place because I miss traveling a lot. I know like this vlog is supposed to be a vlog and I'm just talking, but I feel like you guys should know what is actually going on in my life apart from just making videos and watching and liking. You're one of the persons that I talk to every week, so you're very close to my heart. Anyways, the little bit जो थोड़ा बहुत मैं पढ़ पा रहा हूँ every day is using Marrow, and in Marrow most importantly I am doing the custom modules. So I sit with my co-intern Kaustubh and we just solve like 25 wali custom modules, at least 2 or 3. And what happens is that when you solve it in the regular mode, you are allowed to make mistakes and read the explanations right then and there. So we have completed like biochemistry by just solving custom modules differently. उसके phone में कभी मेरे phone में. So if you ever feel like you're kind of stuck, just solve a custom module because that's like just solving questions. There's no percentile, there's no rank, so there is no worry कि are doing bad. Even if you do bad, you can do better next time because it's just a custom module. So it kind of decreases the anxiety of getting a rank after you're doing a question bank. The other ways is by watching revision videos. Those are the main videos that I'm going to be focusing on this year because almost all the other videos I've already watched up until my final year of MBBS. It has not been a lot. I haven't even been able to complete more than 2 subjects this month. But it's going on, and probably next month's gonna increase by a lot. So expect a lot of study with me vlogs. videos on Thursday because I'm going to be relatively free. कोई internship को नहीं जाना है. Extension ले रहा हूँ. That means that I'll be doing the 4 weeks of afterwards. After my internship is over, I'll be joining probably next year. Anyways, soon after taking the vitals and everything, I was asked to give blood transfusion to 2 people. So I did that. I went to the blood bank and met a few of my friends and started a transfusion. Issuing one more blood for one of our patients. This one तो ले लिया, एक और लेना चाहता. कैश भी है.
हाय समझे. फिर उन्होंने डोनेट किया. अलग ही है
भाई. हम लोग भी अभी आए थे तो अभी हमने भी सोशल वर्कर से ही मांगा, देते नहीं भाई. एंड आफ्टर द ट्रांसफ्यूजन वाज डन आई लेफ्ट because it was my break time, lunch time हो रहा था and it was almost about 2. After coming back home I just relaxed a bit, थोड़ा बहुत खाना खाया and took a shower because मैं सुबह नहा के नहीं गया था. फिल्मिंग और इसमें काफ़ी टाइम लग गया. हॉस्पिटल से आने के बाद और OT में जाने के पहले showering is I think a good procedure. After doing that, wearing my scrubs, I finally made my way to the college once again to go into the minor OT where my senior has just finished a duty from 8 to 2 of the morning duty. From 2 to like 5 or 6 in the evening, I was the one who was posted over there. So in the minor OT, what do we exactly do? We do the minor operations, obviously. So what are these? These are debridement, these are incision and drainage, these are cyst removal, these are diabetic foot ko clean karna and dressing karna, cleaning and drainage. So all of these are different procedures of minor OT. And I'm very happy to say that I have learned a lot because my seniors, my resident JR1s have been so helpful and so, what do we say, I don't have words for how amazing they actually are. So they have taught me a lot of things in the minor OT itself. One particular incident which kind of happened to me was that there was this person who had a diabetic foot. So usko zyada bada nahi tha, it was just small ulcer, it was like the grade 1 or grade 2. So after doing the entire debridement and doing the dressing, उसने just spontaneously आके मेरे पैर पड़े. And that was, it just took me off guard and मैं एकदम पीछे हो गया because I'm not used to all of that. But it just shows that like the duty of a doctor is so huge in society that it cannot be put into words. I just felt blessed at that point that कि इतनी जो books पढ़ी है मैंने life में उसका कुछ use आ रहा है किसी और की ज़िंदगी better करने में. And I think that's a feeling that no other profession can actually give you. So that is what I love about this entire profession. It gives people hope, it cures people of their illnesses, and it just provides more. It provides more than what anything else can give. Yeah, I know I'm getting off track quite a lot. One of the things which we did in this minor OT, particularly which my senior let me do, is the excision of a cyst. So the person had an infected sebaceous cyst right over here या इधर, and then we had to put the incision पूरा ऐसे blunt dissection करके we had to take the cyst out. It was pretty good and the patient was very happy and we just resutured the wound. And slowly the patient load decreased by quite a lot because it was evening time and I was asked to go to the ward to do the things over all the new admissions who had just taken place. So the entire workup, right from the CBC to the LFT to KFT, serum electrolytes to fever profile if that is indicated, and so many different things for all the new patients.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm
Everyone, so my 12-hour duty just got completed. It is currently 8:30 in the night and I'm just done with everything. It was a pretty hectic day after I came back and OT was very heavy. Did a lot of cases, and one thing which we did particularly was a cyst removal in which I got to assist and do a lot of things. So that was pretty good. At day 12 hours successfully completed. I am sorry I could not show you a lot of things because there's a lot of problems. I cannot record and show everything for obvious reasons. But finally going back, Kaustubh is going to drop me and yeah, that's it. Let's go. And I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. It took a lot of time, effort and energy to make, so please consider subscribing. It would just mean a lot to me. Also make sure to drop the like button for more such amazing internship vlogs, something which nobody ever shows on YouTube. So milte hain next Sunday. Take care and goodbye.